So what's up, Apex Gamer, Bryant? I'm back on this thing. I'm still in this career mode. This should be like episode like 10 or some shit. Like it's gotta be far in the progress, but I'm still in the UFC. I'm not a champion. I took 2 losses as far as this career goes so far. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to manage my career, and at this point, I'm trying to gain a little bit more cred so I can get my sparring partner up. Because as you can tell, let's go to the shop, take a look. You can either increase one of your training programs to the next level, which would make it to where you can get everything strength to 100. That's kind of a hard sell. Man, it's kind of a hard sell not to do one of those. It's kind of a hard sell because if you can get 100 speed, you'd be the fastest guy in the game. Yeah, I mean, or, upgrading my sparring partner one more time to get everything to 90. But having a level 3 sparring partner would make every stat be able to go up a lot higher, which would increase my overall significantly. So I'm trying to get enough cred to increase my overall. And that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and schedule a fight. This fight won't matter. Hopefully I have another fill-in opportunity, because those fill-in opportunities, you get a lot more cred. So this is a tune-up and a fill-in opportunity. So it's 1250 cred. I don't know if I need that much cred. I just need enough cred to cross the threshold of 100,000, so I can take any one of these fights. Who would I want to fight though? He's a striker. He's got much higher striking stats than me. His overall is 89. Let's see his striking stats. Stand up, his stats are comparable. His stats are comparable, but his defensive stats, it means he can take a lot of punishment. His defensive stats are pretty high. He can take a lot of punishment too. Javier Vasquez's defensive stats are a lot lower, but he's a much more credentialed grappler. And my grappling defense is not what it needs to be to stop him from submitting me. He would submit me so fast. So I think I might have to take this tune-up fill-in fight or the Mike Brown opportunity. I think I'll take the Mike Brown fight because I get 2 camps. It means I get to push my overall up a little bit further before I go into this next phase of my career where I can actually get things up to 90, because that's gonna be a game changer when I can get things up to 90. So before I get to that level, if I get there, I'm gonna utilize this camp as much as I can. So let me look at the ground top spar. See, it doesn't take away from your kicks unless you do it twice in one camp, which is fucking ridiculous. But this one always takes away from your punches. And that's just a no-no. Even though I need this one, it always takes away from your punches. So that ain't happening. That ain't happening. But let's go ahead and do this ground spar because it does a lot of the things I needed to do. Let me look at my defense stats real quick. I wanted to look at my ground striking defense. It's still pretty low. But I think I'll work on that more when I can get things up to 90. So for now, I'm just gonna do a ground top spar, and I feel like I should work on something at my camp as well, level something up so I can work towards getting that jumping switch kick. But I might just do two ground spars so I can get my top grapple is pretty good offensively and defensively. I really need a drill that's going to help me with my bottom grappling, but all of them pull away from your stand up, and that's just not a smart. That's not a good trade off. Just not a good trade off because they all pull away from your stand up. Like, look at this. This one's not as bad because it only takes away from your. See, it takes away from your ground grappling, from your top grappling too. That's fucking retarded. Your ground spar, your bottom ground spar takes away from your top grappling. The takedown spar takes away from your kicks. Submission sparring takes away from punches and kicks. So you become a less viable puncher from training on the ground for submissions. That doesn't even remotely sound smart. Them trade-offs, man, they need to get that shit corrected. Like, that shit is horrible. There should be no fucking push and pull with training. Like, not like that, man. Not like that. you're trying to build a fighter, you're trying to grow your fighter, you're trying to get better, but then you got to sit here and wrestle with the push pull. If your guy even attempts to become a better grappler, even incrementally better, he loses something drastically from his top side if he's a striker. Or if he's not a striker, you're still putting yourself in a very bad situation, because the amount of loss 2 points are to your striking stats is a lot more than it is to gain the 2 points while you're still at minimum for grappling on the ground. You're still getting KO'd on the ground, buddy. I don't know what you think is going to happen.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Delaying the inevitable. But yeah, this drill gets you into a position of banging on people's shit. Get you used to reversing transitions when you see them coming. I don't know why he's sitting here trying to fight back. He's getting his fucking face pushed in.
10 seconds, give it all you got. There we go. That hard work is paying off.
There it is. Gold on it. Had the gold on it. As much as I need bottom, but I'm not about to give up that much stand up to get bottom. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Let's see. Let's take a little look. So that gives you footwork. Because my footwork is very low, but so is my strength. And there's nothing that does strength and footwork. There's strength and cardio, but not the way I want it. And then strength and speed, but also not the way I want it. So the only way to get your footwork up is that one drill. That's the only drill to get your footwork up. All right, whatever. I'll take the hit. It gives you 3 points of footwork. I'll take the hit. My footwork is 70. That's super low. Super low, especially seeing as how I've been having the ability to get it to 85. I should be dancing on these guys, tiptoeing in them Jordans on them boys. So I can't run around with that low stat anymore. But all right. I hate this as much as I hate this minigame.
Circle, circle.
I circled.
Okay, adjust. Everything is coming together. Circle around now. Move, move.
I'm doing what you want me to do, man. Oh, back to the low kick shit.
Circle around. Think about attacking from every angle. There we go. That hard work is paying off. Stay light on your feet. Change up your angles. Here we go. Change position now.
Bop, bop.
Very
bop,
nice.
Bop, 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 bop.
Circle over. 10 seconds.
I just need to get the goal so I can get the footwork to 3.
I wish every session went that well.
I got the footwork to 3. That's what I needed. I say 3, I mean 73. You know what I mean? Let me see what we got. Not bad. So my punches are at 85, which is max for now. My kicks are pretty close to back to max. It only gave me 1 point for kick offense, 3 points for footwork. So that's not a very lucrative drill. Like, I think all the drills, you should earn about the same general amount of points per drill. Like, if you can gain 10 points, you should be able to gain 10 points potentially in every drill. And the drills that you can lose points, you should cap loss at the same, like, instead of being able, like, so how I only gained, I gained 1 point for kicking, on kicking offense and kicking defense, so that's 2 points. Then I gained 2 points for striking. I mean, 1 point for punching, so I gained 2 points for striking, so that's 4. And then I gained 2 points up top for the fucking other shit, so I gained 6 points. So if I can gain 6 points in every drill, I should be able to gain. It should be the same amount of points per drill, but it's not. Some drills you gain 2 points here, 2 points there. Some drills you gain like 12 points total. And if you can gain a potential of 12 points, each drill should have a cap of how many points you can get, and it should be the same number of how many points you can get versus how many points you can lose in the same drill. At most, you can lose, if you can at most lose 6 in a drill, every drill that has a loss, have 6 loss. I don't think you should be losing like that push-pull during training. It doesn't make sense to me. If you're trying to build a fighter, you're losing stuff. The push, like I remember on UFC Undisputed 2010, the pull was that you can only, your stats would only stay once they hit a threshold. You had to hit the threshold to stay. So like 70 and then 75 and then 85, whatever. So you had to hit the threshold for the points to stay, but your stats always decayed in between fights. And that was such a doozy, but it was decaying. Like the flaw of that was there wasn't enough stopping points for the stats. If it was 60, 65, 70, 75, but anything between that, decay, you know? But it was like 70, it was like 50, 70, 90. That's just too liberal. 95 should have been the pure stopping point. But not the case. But, you know, like I said, there's ways to integrate both of these different lines of how stats are handled, but it should be handled better on both games. But like I said, these games are old, dated. The flaws are more obvious because they're so old, so dated, and we've experienced so much more in the time to get to these, to go back to play them. So my opinions about them are valid, but they're not, you know, super impactful because of the time disparity, you know.
Boost Mobile.
But my Conor McGregor is about to put these hands on.
Official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Pretty sure Conor McGregor's eyes aren't blue, and I'm pretty sure I didn't make his eyes blue.
Main event of the evening.
I'll have to check, but I do remember picking his eye color, and I don't remember picking his eye color to be blue.
Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a karate fighter. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 104.
Yeah, skip all this, man.
Fighting out of the red.
Jeez Louise, it takes so long to skip.
You ready, sir? You ready? Lefty, Mike Brown.
All right, so we out here. Lefty versus Mike Brown. He's going to shoot for a takedown eventually.
UFC fans have come to know him as a man with devastating power, especially after winning the Knockout of the Year award. Yeah,
3 times in a row, bro.
And it's lights out. And anyone that steps
Get it right. I won the Knockout of the Year award for 3 straight years.
Everyone else, so they better not let their guard down.
Let me go.
Oh, big kick. Huge left and right. Those are snapping his head back, Mike.
Oh my God, they're gonna let him. He's gonna try to clinch me to death. I forget. Some people have different strategies, and
Lefty is cut here, Mike.
The wrestlers clinch and shoot for takedowns like crazy, and the jiu-jitsu guys look to submit you. You can't strike with any of them because their defense is all impetuous.
Oh, looping hook there. Push kick. And he answers. Nice job, double leg. He tried to escape.
I tried to defend, but you know how this game is.
Well over 2 minutes remains in round number 1. Okay, moves into the mount here.
I tried to defend every one of those transitions. They were all free.
Dangerous.
I was free too.
He's got the guillotine.
Why would you do all those transitions and then go for a submission?
Oh, man, that's tight, Joe. He is in full guard with the arm in.
He might get that guillotine. Yeah, he's going to get it. The game is going to give it to him. No matter what you do. No matter what you do, the game is going to give anybody with a better submission offense rate than your submission defense rate. They're going to get the submission every time. There's just nothing you can do to defend against it. You might as well just stop defending the submission as soon as it starts. Because if his submission offense rate is better than your submission defense rate, no matter what you do, you're going to get submitted. And the only way to train fucking submissions in this game is that one drill, because if you train offensive submission, if you train the submission spar, you lose stand up. So the game is tailored to frustrate you the whole way through with dumb shit. If you're a striker primarily, the game is set up to frustrate you with the submissions. And if you're a grappler primarily, you're not going to be able to get those strikers to the ground at all. But, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's another man to put on the hit list. He's going to end up a fucking Knockout of the Year candidate just like everybody else who's done similar things. So whatever. Be that guy. Now you're on that list. I hope that one victory was worth it, partner. It's 150,000 cred to get the next training level. Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna take fights till I get it, because upgrading any one of these things, none of this shit affects you overall. This only affects how fast you can, how good you can hold a fucking transition. My strength isn't even all the way max yet, so I'm just gonna take more fights until I get my 150,000 cred. I should have took the fill-in fight, because the fill-in fight was offering like 1,000 points more cred. Look at how little cred these fights offer. This tune-up fill-in fight with the 1 week camp against somebody I already knocked out offers up more cred than me fighting someone I haven't fought before. Let me see, do they even show the fighters ranking? Like, I guess at this point it doesn't even matter in your career, because if you trade in wins and losses, they don't even care about how far you are away from the title. So yeah, the tune-up fill-in fight, his last loss was to Javier Vasquez by submission. Then before that, he got KO'd. Then he got KO'd by George Ruby. He's on a 4-fight losing spree. Jeez Louise. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And he gives up, he's from my gym. He gives up, what? Oh, during the tutorial, you don't get penalized for taking why would you get penalized for taking tune-up fights? Whatever. So yeah, I got one camp. Let me check the training session, see what I can do. Like I said, like there's no way I'm gonna do any one of those things to increase my one of my like attributes, not my stats, like not my skills. Like there's no reason for me to increase my attributes, because my strength isn't even at an 80. Neither is my footwork. It's not even at 80. Not 85, but not even 80. So it's one of them things. Like, why would I try to increase my strength? I mean, my footwork. What is this takedown defense drill? What is this? It takes away from your stand-up strikes. It'll never get done. It's a takedown defense drill that takes away from your stand-up strikes. It's never going to get done. Why would you sprawl and brawl? Why would you get better at being defensive to sprawl and brawl if you lose the ability to strike? If your striking goes down because you're learning how to defend against, that's so stupid. And you lose footwork for flipping tires. Some of these trade-offs, man, they just don't make any logical sense. Transition chop drill, you lose punching and kicking, but you gain strength and cardio. And the only drill to gain footwork is to fucking hit the heavy bag. Because that's the only one. This loses. You gain footwork for grappling against a cage, but you don't gain any strength from it. Are you serious right now? So you get your clinch striking up. Your clinch striking defense doesn't go up. Your clinch grappling goes up. Your takedowns go up. But none of the stats that make any sense go up. And the only way to get strength is to flip tires and lose footwork to do it. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's only 1 point loss, but the tire flip drill is impossible. It's like not a good drill to do, but you do gain top control. I'll do it again. I'll try it. Actually, I'm gonna auto it, because maybe autoing it, I'll gain more. No, he's still only level 2'd. I could have did that myself. But my cardio goes down for whatever reason, which I thought it improves your cardio. But your cardio goes down from flipping tires. Your footwork goes down from flipping tires, but your strength goes up. That doesn't make any remote sense, but whatever, bruh. It don't make no logical sense as to some of the shit that goes up and some of the shit that goes down. It just doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and fight the bad boy, Leonard Garcia. His actual fighter portrait looks a lot like him. Looks really, really realistic, his fighter portrait. I mean, it looks like a cartoon version of him, but at least his specs look right. He looks good.
And now it's time for our main event of the evening. Coming up next, it's a featherweight collision between Lefty and Leonard Garcia. A battle-tested warrior, Leonard "Bad Boy" Garcia is a jiu-jitsu expert with powerful striking and a determination that keeps him moving forward. He hopes to use his... Standing across from him in the red corner is Lefty. Known for his fast hands and stand-up skills, our Tale of the Tape is brought to you by UFC Store. The sport lives here. Once again, with our official introductions for this battle, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Jeez Louise, it takes so long to skip these.
And now,
Fighting!
I'm just waiting for it to let me skip.
begins. A referee.
Okay, fighters.
Leonard Garcia, lefty. Round one is underway. Joe, how do you see this playing out for
I'm
Lefty?
not touching your gloves, Leonard.
He's been up and down recently. 3 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah, he's made a couple rookie mistakes in there, but it's clear that he is a very talented fighter. He just needs to rebound with a win in there. Oh, good combination.
A good movement.
Nice body shot and then hook combination.
Oh, but he ate a left hand.
Left. What an exchange
He's
here.
in his shit,
Oh, big combination.
trying to frustrate him and put some pressure on him. And now he's getting the space just so he can crash it
Both
in
guys
safe moments.
Tight.
He is teeing off right now.
Oh. Garcia's really starting to bleed now, Mike.
Oh, answered by a big body shot.
Oh, big kick.
That was a head kick, just so you know, game.
Under 3 minutes now.
We're seeing a lot of power shots getting countered by quicker strikes here, Mike. You can throw bombs all day, but if you're getting tagged by a faster fighter coming in, it'll throw
I just
you
love how
off
they
over
always
and
counter
over.
everything, and nothing big ever hits them because they counter it all. So you have to win all your fights just based on accumulation because the AI always counters everything. He threw a spinning back fist and then just started raining the same hook.
Fast, big shots.
Oh, he's rocked,
That should
Mike.
tell you that the
Quick
hook is the
hands.
faster one.
He got blasted, but it looks like he snapped back pretty quickly.
Under 90 seconds remains in round one.
He threw a body kick and it made my fucking my rear hook animation shorter, so my rear hook missed.
Oh, they're exchanging here. Nice counter. What an exchange here. Oh!
Even though I have better stats than him, I take more damage per shot. That's just crazy.
Staying in tight,
This game
close,
makes
right
no
in the
logical
fire.
sense. Even when you have higher striking stats and higher defense stats and the ability to take more damage, you still take more damage per capita than people who have less stats than you.
Oh, good counter.
He caught the leg.
Joe, that big kick.
And you can't stand up or do
Yeah, he kicked
anything
his legs out
off
from
the
under him
trip.
there. Very effective technique.
Every time they trip your leg, you can't press any button. Nothing has any functionality. You press punch, you press kick. I mean, you press the kick button to try to kick his legs. You press the right stick to try to get up. Nothing has functionality when they sweep your legs.
This is round 2, and here we go. Oh,
I threw a straight punch.
Oh, my
He threw a
goodness.
spinning kick. My punch missed.
And
His
now
spinning
he's
kick hit.
answered.
Both guys banging on the inside, Mike.
Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here.
Every time I throw an overhand, he somehow slips it. Every time I throw an uppercut, he somehow slips it.
It looks. Oh, that one dropped him.
What
Watch
the
for
fuck
the
up?
up kick.
He's back to his feet, but he's hurt.
Push kick. Oh, good front kicks.
Nice body kick.
Got banged by that.
Oh, he's hurt. He's
There it
hurt.
is.
He's hurt back. Oh, straight left.
Fucking murdered.
It's all over.
He was supposed to fall over into like the finish the fight position, but
absolutely lethal.
he got hit by the shot again while he was trying to fall, and that just absolutely destroyed him.
Look how he throws his body into that. Connects.
See,
and just
finished
puts
the
him to
fight.
sleep. Perfect technique.
Pip! While he was
Perfect timing,
sideways. That
perfect
shit is
execution.
And a
violent.
huge victory.
And here we see
That
it
one,
again.
that one was ruthless.
Good night.
Bam! Bam! That one was absolutely ruthless. That
And
was
with the
absolutely
official
ruthless. All right, so I'm actually, hopefully I'll be closer to buying my shit. I don't think I will be, though. Even though I took a short notice fight, tune in, fill in, all that bullshit. It was a tune-up fight for me, a fill-in fight for me. KO'd a guy I KO'd before. Let me see what we got. So we're looking at training costs are still 2,000 because every training event takes 2,000 points away from your cred, and you can't do anything about it. You have to do the actions. They take away points. Fucking ridiculous. I'm a number 10. I'm 10th ranked. So I guess I was talking earlier out my ass. Apparently, I am moving up the ladder, but I'm just kind of like moving up the ladder slowly because I keep going up and then losing. But it is what it is. I'm still a fight away from having enough cred to move all my stats up, which is kind of a pain in the ass. It means I have to take another tune-up or fill-in fight to try to get enough cred to move my shit up. Let me look at my sponsors real quick, see if I can get some better sponsors or if I can just interchange the sponsors I have. What? Why did it take me there? Go to My Fighter. I'm trying to figure out how, like, these screens are not easy to navigate, man. I'm a level 2. They tell you the cred per fight, but look at the cred per fight. Look how low they are. Man, you get as much cred per fight from Ukes as you do from fucking most of the other cred per fight places. Zions, you get the most from them. 30 from Venom. 75 from the UFC store. 50 there. It seems like I'm getting about the most I can get right now in cred per fight. Except for, no, I don't have that one. Yeah, so my cred per fight is pretty good, but I guess because I'm not wearing any official gear from any of these people, that's probably affecting it too. Let me look at the items I can purchase. Because, you know, this stuff might add extra cred. No, not really. Not enough to matter. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's 2 fights in this video. I still can't upgrade my camp, which was the whole purpose of this thing, was to try to push my camp forward to get my camp upgrade. And I couldn't, so we're here now. I don't know how many fights I've done in this video. But yeah, that's about it for this one. I think I'm gonna wrap this one. I'm not sure if I did the 1 fight or the 2 fight, but I know it took a long time because I moved around on the screens a lot. So I think I'm gonna end this one here. Just, you know, it is what it is, mate. I don't know if I still got 1 fight away. Let me look at the schedule, look at the list, see what I can do. They want me to fight this grappler because they want me to take a submission loss. How is the tune-up fight with him even remotely a tune-up fight? They throw the word tune-up fight on fighters that they know have much better stats than yours so that you guarantee lose. When you only have 1 stat on both screens that's better than them, and it's the grappling stat, you're gonna get smoked. Stupid ass game. See, same thing. A fill-in fight against Eric Koch, but at least I can kick better than him. That's gonna help me so much. Give me a pretty good bit of cred. Or I can just fight Tia Chen Zhang, get a regular amount of cred. Because fighting this guy who's number 8th ranked doesn't exactly move me up the ladder that much, and it doesn't give me that much cred, and his stats are so much higher than mine. 89. We got an 87 here, 85 there for basically the same amount of cred. 88 here, who is not a manageable task at all. Absolutely not. It's an absolute get submitted fight because the AI is going to force a submission every time. Absolutely. But, yeah, I don't know. It's looking like Diego Nunes is finally going to get his shot. Fuck it, for the hell of it. I'll do this camp in this fight for the video. I'm already on the screen. I'll do it for this one because I want to get out there and get somebody else, bang on somebody else's shit real quick. I think I fought Mike Brown and then I just KO'd Leonard Garcia, and now I'm about to fight Diego Nunes all in one video. So that's kind of cool. But let's look at the training sessions. Let's see what we got on the table. My strength still isn't that great. I really don't know what the strength stat, what it factors into in the game realistically. My footwork stat is still getting pulled away, and I'm not doing the transition drill to get my strength up. Sorry. You gain strength from sparring, but you lose cardio from sparring. You don't gain it from there. You lose speed from ground sparring. I think that's all you lose though. All you lose is a couple points of speed from ground and pound spar, but you gain top grappling, takedowns, and ground striking, but you don't gain anything else. I think you gain ground striking there. You gain ground striking defense here too, but you don't gain submission defense, and submission defense is more important than ground striking defense. I don't understand how my submission defense is so low because I've done this drill several times. I guess because this drill gives you fucking 3 points and this drill gives you 2 points. So good luck getting that stat up. And now for whatever reason, the ground top spar takes away from your footwork. It didn't before. Sometimes it takes away from your kicking. Sometimes it takes away from your footwork. It just depends on what stat it wants to pull back down to below 70. It just depends. Like whatever stat it wants to pull down to below 70, that's the stat it's going to draw from. Strength and footwork are the hardest two stats to manage because they keep getting pulled away from. Every time you think you're improving your strengths, it's pulling away. But I wanted to do this one, but I really need the submission defense because that's still going to be a gaping hole. It's either lose top grappling defense and top grappling offense and kicking offense and strength. Like, look at all the drawbacks of this drill. 1 point gone, 4 points gone, so that's 5, and then 6 points gone to gain 3. You gain a pretty good bit on the ground bottom grappling because you gain 5. So 8 total there, 10, 8, 9, 10 on that screen. 15. You gain a lot of shit, but you lose kicking, top grapple defense, and top grapple offense by 2 points. So yeah, you lose a lot of points, man. You lose strength, you lose a lot of shit, but you gain a pretty good bit though. You gain almost enough to you do that drill twice and now you're up to 70, but why do that drill and lose all those points if you could just lose 1 point and then get slightly less points back? It's kind of one of the things. Whatever. Kind of one of them things, man. It's not worth it. Like, it's too big of a trade-off. You lose too many points in too many different areas. So we're just gonna do this one instead. Like I said, the push-pull is kind of wearing on me. Like the push-pull of the way career is situated is kind of wearing me down. Kind of pulling away from my enjoyment level, and just the general woes. But overall, I'm sorry.
You have a million ways to finish a guy from the top.
I'm glad I'm experiencing
Let me see
it. I got a million ways, but I'm gonna finish it one way. Straight one-way traffic. I defend it, man. Or can you only transition block by holding one direction?
You're looking great.
Damn, he got stopped quick. I like how I tried to transition, but he transitioned somehow.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, bruh. I'm still gonna goal this one, even slow burning, because he's still gonna get KO'd.
There we go.
Flushed.
That hard work is paying off. Unbelievable job today.
Nice. All right, I think I have a 2-week camp or 2 drill camp, so I can look at I can look and see what's on the table. Let me see what's on the table here. training sessions because I'm gonna have to grapple with Diego Nunes. He's going to grapple. That's guaranteed. They always do. Let me see. All right, start on the attribute screen. You still lose a point there. You still lose 4 points there, or 5 points there. No, only 4 points there. But you gain. I'd be up. My submission offense would be up high. And look, it's like doing it at different points in the camp. You lose and gain different amounts of points. It's worth it here for the submission spar. It's worth it if it's the second thing in your camp. You still lose a pretty good bit of your stand-up striking, though. But you gain cardio. And my submission offense rate goes up pretty significantly. And my ground grappling rate goes up. My bottom ground grappling rate goes up pretty good. As far as my defense to bottom grappling goes up. So it's worth it at this point in this point right now. And after this, I will have enough cred to advance my camp to where I can start getting my stand-up strikes above 90. When I get my not above 90, but above 85. When I get that to 90, that's going to pay dividends. It's not like people let you hit them this far into your career anyway. Like the defense, the AI exhibits is ridiculous to hit. Like you can't hit them in any instance that you should be able to hit them. You can only hit them if you force contact with like quick strikes. Like if I get close and force contact, that's the only way. Show off those submission
skills. Let me see what you got.
So do I have to actually throw a submission on him? Well, I guess I'm never going to do that because he's never going to let me. Oh, you son of a bitch.
You're looking great.
Yeah, I think you only get points if you finish the submissions. Snap. All right. I got this one. This one's easier.
There we go. That hard work is paying off.
Yep, you did that to yourself. I like that you can pull for the rear naked choke from backside. That's tight. I don't think you have any submissions. I think the sub fighter on UFC 2 can throw up a knee bar from backside, but I don't think the Dom can do anything from backside.
Let's go. 10 seconds left.
At least throw it up, even though I'm not.
That's the best work I've seen out of you yet.
Yeah, I'm doing good work. I appreciate that, Matt Lyman. I'm doing what I can, Mr. Matt Lyman. Matt Lyman good. Yeah, total point scored 936. That's pretty good. Like I said, man, they keep fucking around. Before you know it, my grappling's going to be on par with my stand-up. They keep fucking around. Going through these camps where I have to focus solely on grappling because I can't get my striking any better than I already was. So they going to fuck around and find out. Somebody going to get a submission thrown on them. I don't ever get nobody stamina low enough for me to really submit them because the AI defends perfectly. So you'd have to like really work their body to get the submission. But some of these guys lend themselves to it because they keep taking the body shot. And if I keep the game plan how I do it, stand on the outside, hit them with the body shot, wait for them to do something strange, hit them with a straight punch, then back out to the outside. If I play that game, that long game, and force the long game, I can force them to take a lot of shots to the body, but they don't lose a lot of max stamina from me hitting them to the body. So it's kind of like I have to perpetually do that. Even when my kicking set was at its max, it wasn't doing enough damage to really cause a problem. Look at that. It switched over to stone because we're in Europe.
Lefty, Diego Nunes.
But all right, I'm going to play that long game like I was just talking about. I'm not going to just try to immediately bang him out.
Some have questioned whether or not he has the cardio to take the fight into the later rounds. Is that a valid concern?
I think he's got all the heart. That one dropped him. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Somehow he's able to get up. And he answers.
I'm just going to keep playing the long game. Because obviously you can't throw anything long distance. Just keep fucking up his body.
Here. Spinning back fist, big connection. Oh, big kick.
It's so weird playing this game knowing that the body kick is just neutral for body kicks.
Oh, my goodness. And now he's answered. And again.
I'm going to bang at that body.
Kick.
I'm chipping away at it real nice. He's giving himself up to that body kick. I don't know why that missed.
Oh, and punishing the midsection.
Nunes is cut, Mike.
Well over 2 minutes remains in round number 1.
He's headhunting for whatever reason.
Nice counter. And again with a body kick.
Yeah, his body's prone to his beating.
2 minutes remains in round number 1. Nice leg kick. Nice double leg.
I don't know if that was a good idea for him.
Big right hand. He tried to escape, controlling the top position.
Every time I try to transition, it does that thing where I reach up for no reason.
He's trying to escape, but he's unable to. Pushes him off with the feet. Nice kicks to the body.
Man, good exchange between both these fighters.
Yeah, he's giving himself that body kick too much.
Kick. Good takedown.
I tried to reverse. It didn't let me. It always does that when you're on the ground. It always does that. It makes it to where you can't reverse anything, and that everything that happens on the ground is all one-way traffic.
He's got both hooks in. Joe, this is dangerous. And now they're back to their feet.
Nope.
And that's the end of round 1. Joe, both fighters.
Yeah, they always do that shit. Anytime you end up on the ground, you can't transition at all. No matter what you press, it will not let you transition. If you're going to get any transition, you have to get it off of a reversal to a transition they were trying to do. And it doesn't let you do that. It doesn't let you transition block, especially against the AI. Like, no matter if you're holding right or left on the right stick, don't matter. You could be holding both ways. That fucking shit does not let you transition. Look how much stamina he got back. He was way too far away to land that kick.
Oh, they're just throwing.
Oh, they're exchanging here.
Look at how little damage the body takes. That's so crazy.
Nice body kicks here.
Again teeing off.
Oh, nice spinning back fist and a nice body kick.
He's just glitching around, doing all kind of craziness. And all the shots he took to the head leading up to the body shots, because I'm throwing the 1-2 to the head, it's not showing up on his head at all.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Oh, good front kicks.
But look at his stamina. Look at how little stamina he has left. I could probably shoot on him and submit him.
Oh, looping hook.
I'm gonna try. Oh, look, he defended the takedown.
Good takedown defense.
Nice right hand.
Man, those are knockdown.
And now I can't transition.
He's got the guillotine.
That's what I wanted.
Great
I appreciate that.
Defense.
Look how much stamina I'm using to try to get out of the submission. That's crazy.
Oh, he's out of it.
Nicely done.
And now guess who's on top, little guy?
He's got half guard.
Into his guard.
He moves into half guard.
I can easily out-grapple him, which is what I wanted to see, which is why I was willing to let him strike,
side control. Oh!
just so I can maintain and show him what was happening on the ground.
And really raining down some head.
Oh, he's rocked.
You gonna sit there?
He didn't get one. He got tagged there, but it looks like he's got
You just gonna sit there and take that?
He can get him right here, Joe.
Nah, he's not gonna let me get him.
Wow,
great job
defensively. Boom! He can't take many more of these, Joe.
And back to full guard.
Look how little his head damage is. He got rocked on the ground from ground and pound shots, and his head still is barely red. Like, my stand-up strikes are not that much lower than they used to be. My stand-up stats are not that much lower than they used to be, to where people should be able to take more of the shots. Like 83 to 85 shouldn't be that hell of a jump, but apparently it's a hell of a jump from 83 to 85.
Third and final round.
Nice knee.
Just out of harm's way, and then boom, the counter. Nice.
Look at how little damage he's taking. I just went from 83 stand-up to I went from 85 to 83 for strikes. I'm about to take him down again. I want to figure out why my takedowns aren't guaranteed. Do I have to spin?
Again,
I have high takedown stats. I don't know why it's not happening.
Drags him to the ground.
Timing.
Nicely done. Full mount here.
I wanted to submit him.
Hip escaping there.
I really did. I really wanted to submit him.
He's in the full guard.
But he's not going to give himself up to a submission. But instead, he's going to sit in side control and get hammered.
Let's see what he does from here, Joe.
Back to side control. Half guard. And mount again. Top position. He's doing a great job.
Look at how little head damage he's taking.
He's got the back. He's got both hooks in.
Trying to flatten out his opponent. He's able to slide out the back door, and now he's out.
Look at how little head damage he's taking. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, it just whizzed right past him.
Nice high kick. He caught the leg.
That's cool.
And he takes him down.
Postures up.
Full guard.
As soon as I postured up, he transitioned.
Under 2 minutes remains. Third and final round. Trying to utilize the cage to get back to his feet.
As soon as I press a button, he does the exact perfect defensive thing he needs to do.
It's a takedown. All he needed was a little bit of leverage, Joe, and this fight ends up on the ground again.
He lets him up. Nice leg kick.
Tried to hit him with a head kick because he missed.
Oh, head kick.
I was way too far away for him to hit with a head kick.
Joe, that big kick absolutely dropped him.
Yeah, he kicked his legs out from under him there. Very effective technique.
I really want to submit him, but he's not going to let me.
He loves throwing that punch.
45 seconds remains. Into half guard.
Full guard here. Side control again. Vicious punches from the top here, Mike. He's in full guard here.
Side control.
I like how he's taking so little damage on the ground.
And the fight is over.
I really love that. I love how little damage he took with all the banging on his head that I did and how many times he got rocked. This, obviously I win because I fucking hammered his ass. But I wanted to submit him because my submission stats went up, but it wouldn't let me submit him. It was acting like he was taking so little damage. Even though his stats, he has very low striking defense. Stand up and ground, his strike defense is very low. It didn't even it made me skip past the stats. I wanted to see the stats. I wanted to see how much to the head he was taking because it was just gonna do whatever it had to do to keep him in there. Like it does that shit. It does that. This game literally does that. When it doesn't want you to KO the AI, they just don't take enough damage to get KO'd. They just don't. Like there's no stat that says they shouldn't be, but they just don't. Yeah, playing this career mode against the AI, it's something. It's a very interesting experience. It's a very interesting experience, and I'm glad I'm doing it. It's really showing a lot of holes to the game, a lot of wrinkles I didn't think about, but it's still the most diverse mixed martial arts game. It's just a bunch of like bugs and tuning things that could be done differently that would make this game more fluid and more seamless. Like there's a lot of things. Like I could probably go from each individual art stand up and then find several instances that just don't make any logical sense for the art, and that would be like problems, you know. Like I can probably find like problem areas. I could probably go into each individual element, like punching, for example, how the rear hook to the body stops everything on the lead side for punching, or how leg kicks from super close range trigger the cut kicks trigger hit reactions when leg kicks from kicking range don't. Like it's safe on hit at close range to land a leg kick, but you're at a disadvantage landing a low kick from kicking range. That's just silliness. But until next time, it's been Bryant, the Apex Gamer Channel. This was the extra fight video. It got one extra fight on it. Nothing spectacular, but just an extra fight. So hopefully you enjoy it. I mean, it's an awful experience. So I'm doing it. It's fun. It's fun, but it's not all at the same time. So I'm having as much fun as I can have. I'm saving again. Have I been saving it? I don't remember saving ever. Yeah, I don't remember saving ever. But until next time, it's been Bryant, the Apex Gamer Channel. see you on the next one for this one. Hopefully we continue, hopefully it picks up. I'm an 80 overall now, so it's acceptable for me to fight people 5 and 6 and 7 points above me. Obviously I'm a grappling threat on the top. Not so much with the submissions. No matter what I did, I wasn't going to get them submissions. Not on him. Even with his stamina and cardio being that low, it wasn't enough to offset that. But in the next episode, Mike Brown, you ain't going to be doing so well, partner. You about to have the hardest fight of your life. I'm about to give you another L. You got 11 out of 28. 28 wins and 11 losses. You catching another one in the next one. But until next time, it's been Bryant, DPS Gamer Channel. Catch you on the next one.